Welcome to the Grassroots Weekend Preview. I'm your host, Alyssa Longmuir. It was an exciting weekend of sporting action, so let's kick off the show with what happened in the AIHL. Sydney was thunderstruck last weekend as Perth travelled to play the Sydney Ice Dogs on Saturday and the Sydney Bears on the Sunday. It was a split weekend for Perth, defeating the Ice Dogs 4-1, but the Thunder were calmed by the Bears after a 2-1 shootout loss. While Perth's goaltender, Peter DeSalvo, is still to be dealt a regulation loss, the shootout loss to the Bears is his first in the AIHL. Moving up the coast, the Newcastle and North Stars had a doubleheader at home, facing the Sydney Bears on Saturday and the CBR Brave on Sunday. Despite the 5-2 scoreline favouring the North Stars, Saturday's game against the Bears was a fast, hard-fought affair, and if not for a few strange bounces, could have been a lot closer. Bears veteran Vlad Rubes became the second person in AIHL history to record 400 career points after scoring Sydney's second goal of the night. Sunday saw a rematch of the 2016 AIHL Grand Final as the CBR Brave took to the ice at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. CBR coach Rob Stark was received warmly by the home team before the game, but as soon as the puck dropped, neither team was giving up any ground. This highly touted clash exceeded everyone's expectations. The skating was fast, the puck handling was slick, and the hits were heavy, with two-time AIHL Defenseman of the Year Jan Safar weathering a hit that sent him over the boards and into the penalty box. The Brave tied the game up at 4-4 with 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the final period and eventually took the 5-4 victory in a shootout, with ex-North Stars hero Brian Bales sinking the winning shot. It was a goal-filled weekend in Melbourne as the Melbourne Ice played their first games of the season against the Adelaide Adrenaline. Saturday saw the Ice take out a 5-2 victory, taking home their first points of the season. Dane Davis made his debut in net for the Melbourne side, facing a total of 17 shots in the lopsided affair. Sunday wasn't much better for the visiting side, recording an 8-5 loss despite 4 goals from Cameron Critchlow. This game took on its own unique flavour though, with 3 penalty shots being awarded on the night, 2 to the Melbourne Ice and 1 to the Adrenaline, with each team sinking 1. After 2 weeks of competition, the Perth Thunder sit atop the table with 7 points. The CBR Brave are right behind them in second, also with 7 points, and the Melbourne Ice are in third place after a perfect weekend awarded them 6 points, and the Newcastle North Stars round out the top 4 with 4 points. This weekend sees the Sydney Ice Dogs heading to Adelaide for a doubleheader clash against the Adrenaline. Adelaide are giving away show bags to the first 100 fans who arrive to the game on Saturday, so make sure you're there nice and early. The Melbourne Ice will travel north to take on the North Stars on Saturday and the Sydney Bears on Sunday. Saturday's game is expected to be goaltender Dane Davis' first game against his former team, while the Bears will be looking to add to their points tally after beating the league leaders last weekend. The CBR Brave travel to Sydney on Saturday to face the Sydney Bears in the Fox Sports AIHL Game of the Week. Sunday afternoon, the Brave will be hosting a tailgate party in celebration of their first home game of the season, where they will host the Newcastle North Stars. The festivities will kick off at 1 p.m. and conclude at 3:30 p.m, just in time for puck drop at 5. Looking at the Gridiron now, the Hunter Gridiron League played the second round of its inaugural competition last weekend. The Newcastle City Cannons defeated the Hunter Valley Miners with a final score of 34-7, while the Port Stephens Bombers dealt a loss to the Lake Macquarie Marauders with a tight 14-8 scoreline. After 2 weeks of competition, the Bombers are at the top of the ladder with 4 points. The Cannons are in second place with 2, and the Marauders sit in third place, also with 2 points, while the Miners are in fourth place, yet to register a win this season. The Hunter Gridiron League will be back at Walters Park on Sunday. The Hunter Valley Miners will take on the Lake Macquarie Marauders at 12 p.m, and the Newcastle City Cannons will play the Port Stephens Bombers in a top-of-the-table clash at 2. For more information, head to our Facebook page or go to www.huntergridiron.com. In roller derby, the Inner West Roller Derby League defeated the Southside Derby Dolls in round 2 of the 5x5 tournament last weekend. The competition continues with round 3 on the 27th of May. In other roller derby news, the Victorian Roller Derby League All-Stars beat out New York's Gotham City Rollers to take the top position in the global rankings. The Gotham City Rollers have held this title under the current ranking system since its introduction in 2013. The Grassroots team would like to congratulate the Victorian Roller Derby League on this amazing achievement. And that's a wrap for this week's Weekend Preview. Don't forget to connect with us on social media at grassroots_AU on Twitter, at grassroots_sport on Instagram, and at Grassroots Sports on Facebook. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Friday for another Grassroots Weekend preview.